But it's Grant's birthday today.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday.
Wow, Grant Inman. Wow. Happy birthday. So, you can call us right now, 877-937-1047. For Christmas, I got this sauna, finally.
Yeah.
I've been kind of into the sauna. So,
Obsessed.
I've been pretty obsessed with it for like 6-7 months. I've been going to this place called Reset. So if you ever want to try the sauna thing, you go to Reset. You get like an hour, and then you can do sauna, you can do cold plunge, you can do Normatec boots, you can do red light. You can do it all in an hour. They have a whole system there.
All things we could do at your house as well.
Exactly. I call it the Van Ness Wellness Center, actually, is what I've developed. But the sauna's in my garage. And I'm trying to do, I don't know the perfect amount of time. Like when you go to Reset, they tell you 20 minutes or so, right, in the sauna. Their sauna goes to 175 degrees. I want mine to go there. But I sit in the sauna for 20 minutes. Yesterday I did 30 minutes, but it's like boring. You got nothing to do in there, right? So they say, you can try to read. So I tried to read yesterday, but then I sweat all over the pages, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm not going to do that. Then I'll put a podcast in, but you're still sitting there, right? So a couple times I go live on Instagram or I post stuff from there and I try to interact with people because I need the time to go by. One time I was able to watch a show. I got to set up my garage so I can watch TV.
Oh, that's a good idea. Put a TV across the way from the sauna.
Yeah.
Put the speakers there. Now you've got it all.
Right. And there's Bluetooth in there. So what happened was yesterday, I decided to listen to music. I've never done that before in the sauna. So I got the Bluetooth set up and I'm listening to music and I decided to kind of play a game with myself. I was like, I want to go 30 minutes, but I'm going to go either. I put on a playlist, a random playlist, one of my dad's artists, and I figure I knew all the words to it. So I started to sing in the sauna by myself, right? And the acoustics in this thing sound pretty good. And I'm all alone. No one's there. So I'm like singing my ass off, right? When no one is there, it's so different. And because of the heat and everything, I think I discovered something. Like, I was exhausted. Like I was breathing hard. You know what I mean? Like I'm singing at the top of my lungs, and then when I get out of the sauna, I'm like, it was like I ran like a lot, and I don't know. Yeah,
like an ab workout.
Yeah, it made me think of like Taylor Swift when she said she was running on the treadmill and singing all her songs to help her perform on stage.
Yeah.
So I was like singing as loud as I could, and then I think I've done it twice yesterday. I did 2 half-hour sessions.
Whoa!
By
one
the
day?
second time, by the second time. I feel like my singing got better, right? Like I'm gonna. Like, so my thought
Or
is,
you were
were warmed
delirious.
my thought is, I'm going to continue doing this, and then at some point, maybe present a song to you guys.
I think that'd be great.
Sing it,
Yeah.
because I was like harmonizing. I was like really hitting the notes.
I feel like you might have discovered something that's going to be a runaway smash hit gym concept.
Yeah, I
coming
thought
up.
that too.
I mean, there's all those different. Didn't you, Kyle or Peyton? Didn't you go to a hot place where you work out in a sauna at some
Peyton
point?
did.
I did, yeah. And it was extremely difficult.
Yeah.
Like,
So did they make you
gross.
sing? Because
No.
I bet you got something.
So I had this
karaoke.
visual. I had this
karaoke,
visual
yeah.
of several people in their own single saunas, and like a teacher singing like karaoke, and then everyone's facing the singer and the teacher, and she's singing, and that's the workout. You sit there at 175 degrees,
Sonioki.
and you sing a song, sing 3 or 4 songs that everyone picks or the teacher picks, and you have the karaoke words for you, and then you're exhausted at the end of it. But I was wiped out, man. I did it twice yesterday. Twice. Crazy.
Why would you do it twice?
I don't know. I heard it's good for you.
Well, have
I
you
know,
heard
but
it
like,
twice?
isn't it? Yeah, you don't want to cook your insides. I mean, I think you're going to limit it a little bit, right?
No, because I know someone that does it one time for an hour. So I broke up the hour and did 2 30-minute sessions. I'm going to try to, if my wife can stop planning things or my kids stop having basketball games and stuff, I'm going to go 3 times. I'm going to go 3 times in a
I'm
day.
worried about you.
Oh, John,
Yeah.
you do everything in excess, unnecessarily.
Love it, by the way. I love it. Rich, I want to get into a couple things you said in an email. I want about self-checkout thing, because I went to the grocery store yesterday, and I went to go buy grapes. I love grapes. And there's the self-checkout, and I just hate it.
It's the worst thing. It's like, have you ever seen I forget who the comedian is, but he's like, I don't want to work at the grocery store. I just want to shop. It's like, why am I an employee all of a sudden? And every time I go, it's a disaster. And it's more of a disaster when my daughter Audrey goes with me, because she feels like she knows the system, and she's like telling me how slow I'm going. I'm like, I got to find the SKU. I got to find the SKU. So, but they're disappearing all over the place because people hate them and people steal things, and it's a disaster. And you got to have more employees work the self-checkout anyway.
You do?
So they're starting to be disappearing. In fact, I heard Trader Joe's say that they will never have a self-checkout ever at their place because the employee interaction is too important.
I hate self-checkout.
I hate it. It's
I
the
like
worst.
self-checkout.
I do too. The only thing that bothers me about self-checkout is when you don't put it in the bag quick enough and then it starts yelling at you to put
Yeah.
it in the bag
It's-
and then you have to press all the buttons.
Or you
and
put it in
someone
the
has to come
bag and
help
it's
you.
too light, and you're like,
Yeah.
it's in the
I
bag.
know.
It's in the bag.
Yes.
There's
It doesn't weigh
always-
enough.
Yes.
Or you do something perfectly fine. You're like, please wait for assistance. Like, now I got to wait around
That's what I'm
for a
saying.
checkout.
Yeah.
I think self-checkout is okay if you have like 5 or 6 things or less.
Yeah.
But when you go, like when my wife and I went to buy stuff for my son Jake, who's in college, and our normal supply of stuff, a ton of stuff, I just want to put it on the conveyor belt and
Yeah.
not worry
It
about
is easier when you
Yeah.
have a lot of stuff to not do self-checkout. But yeah, I saw that too. There was like an article about how all these retailers hate self-checkout because of how much people steal. And there's like a meme that's like, I went to the store and I bought groceries and they said it was $300. And then I got a second opinion at self-checkout and it was $35. Yeah, that's not good.
No.